And we are live. Boy, 2 seconds in the show and I have vocal fry. Look at that. Because I've been recording all day. Anyway. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. This is my friend Bill.
Hello, everyone.
Y'all should be familiar with him. And if you're not, you are in for a definite treat today. I love having Bill on here. And so before we get started, real quick, like I always say, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to our channel and help us feed all of our hungry hippos. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up as you're watching today. And if you're one of my friends that's messaging me right now, you know I go live every Friday at 4:30. Knock it off. But hit the thumbs up. And then I actually believe I forgot to put it in the description today because I am a terrible friend. I'm going to pull up Bill's link to his Instagram. You guys can follow him over there. Bill.
Thanks. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're welcome. But I want you to tell us what kind of stuff you share on your Instagram.
I have, thanks to you, 2 Instagrams. So I share my store. Got that down. But my main one is Gnome_frog. And in there is daily reels of positive sayings and with some pictures and wording underneath it, and some financial help that we hear every so often. I'll throw on, and we'll throw on if I hear a good good mentor with the positive thinking, I'll throw clips of that on. So that's basically what that was.
If you need to pick me up or positivity, Bill's your man. And he's always giving out financial advice. We both are Dave Ramsey fans, and we're going to be talking about thanks to me. We're going to be talking about saving money today. So let's say hi to folks in the chat real quick. Shelly's here. Lucille is here. Hello, hello.
Lucille, how are you?
I just saw Della in my true crime show. She was losing her voice. Hope you feel better soon. I sound like this every Friday because I spend all morning pre-recording videos. Then I have a true crime show, and then your voice. Hi, Rainey. Welcome in. So we're going to be talking about ways, not necessarily, you don't want to cut corners. Like,
no, not at all.
If you could, to me, when you say cut corners, it has a negative connotation. Because you want to do everything correctly. You want to be professional. You want to present yourself and your products business-like and professionally when you ship them. So cutting corners probably isn't the right term. That really does have a negative connotation to me. Just pinching pennies, being frugal.
Yep.
Paying attention to your bottom line. Hi, Roxy. Because here's the thing. A lot of folks think, well, why would I do this if it only saves me a couple pennies? Well, because if you can take 100 things that you do for your business and save a couple of pennies on all 100 things, you're saving $2 a day. That's $60 a month. I don't know what cost of goods are where you live, but they're 99 cents here. If I save $60 a month, I can go get 60 more items to sell. At average profit of $10 an item, I've just made $600 extra dollars because I pinched my pennies. So I'm going to start with one of my favorite things to talk about. Oh, I had the Amazon up. There it is. I'm going to share my screen. You see these? These are 9x12 clear plastic. Welcome to the professional Flippin' Hippos with the professional Star. Amateur hour. Let's start over. These are 9x12 clear plastic. Gosh, what's wrong with my mouth? These are bags, and they're clear.
It is amateur hour. You're right. Comical hour.
These are clear bags. Why am I showing you guys some clear bags? Because when Keith and I first started reselling, we shipped all of our jeans, sweatshirts, anything that weighed over a pound, we were shipping in the padded flats. And that's all well and good, except that there is another type of priority envelope that you can use. It is cardboard. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt to deal with, but here's the thing. People will say, well, it'll get wet. The stuff inside will get wet. It doesn't close all the way. It doesn't do this. That's why you use the plastic bag. If you put your items in this plastic bag first and then slide them into the cardboard mailer, then if the cardboard mailer does get wet or rips, your item's still protected inside of this. And yes, the cardboard is sometimes hard to slide like real thick, like plus size jeans or whatever, and get it closed. But I have found if you can get it into this bag and get this bag sealed, it'll slide right in no matter how big it is. Sometimes you have to finagle. I'm going to go grab one to show you guys in just a second.
Yeah, we put all our jeans in the plastic bags, and then the plastic bag slides into the cardboard.
Yeah, it slides right in.
Right, it does.
So here's how much money you can save. I'm going to come back over here and stop sharing for a second. I pre-calculated this ahead of time I can't talk today, and I promise I haven't been drinking.
15 minutes before the show, you were doing fine.
All I had today, I did have, it's Friday, so I let myself have an extra soda. I had a diet pitch black Mountain Dew, the grape ones.
Maybe you got a sugar high.
It's diet. Caffeine high.
There you go.
Because I also had my Starbucks. So, okay. I did the math ahead of time because we all know that I cannot math. More so than I cannot speak English. I really cannot math. But I did the math. So the price I'm going to give you is what we get. Now, the discount you get for your shipping on eBay can vary from seller to seller, depending on top rated plus and top rated. But these are also the prices on Pirate Ship. So generally speaking, a padded flat is going to cost $8.30 for your label. The cardboard envelope costs $7.60. So that's 65 cents savings on each package. Now, conservatively speaking, we ship out 5 pairs of jeans a day, but not every day. But it's usually somewhere between 4 and 6 or 8 on all the platforms. But we'll go with 2. Say you do 2 pairs of jeans a day, and you're saving 65 cents each package. You're saving $39 a month. Now, I did figure in the cost of the plastic bag here. So if you're going, well, $8.30 minus $7.60 is not 65 cents. Each plastic bag comes out to 5 cents a piece. And if you want them, there's an affiliate link in the description box. You can get them. And again, this is how much they are. We usually get the 2,000 pack, and it comes out to 4 cents a piece. And if you get the 1,000 pack, they're 5 cents a piece. So you're saving 65 cents per package. If you say you only send 2 pairs of jeans a day, you're saving $39 a month. Depending on your cost of goods, if it's $2 an item where you live or $3, this could vary too. But say low end, you can find $20 more items to resell, right? Because you have $40 extra a month. You can find 20 more items. Even most of your bread and butter items are going to be around a $10 profit. So you're making another $200 a month by switching from the padded flats to the cardboards. And I'm going to go get one of each to show you guys an example. But while I'm gone, Bill wanted to talk about tape and how much stuff you're using. So you can talk about that.
Yes. Yeah, we buy the packages of four tapes. They come with four to a package, and we find that cost a lot cheaper. And also the fact that we went to the Rollo printer, so you don't have to use the tape on the labels for that. So we saved ourselves some money there. And just be cautious of the tape that you're putting on the boxes. You know,
Mhm.
Dave has done the math. He's good with the numbers also. But and all in all, we place an order maybe every 6 months.
Also, interjecting here real quick, you can use your subscription on eBay. Everybody gets a coupon every quarter. You can get the free eBay tape, or they have. Let me go grab one of those too. If you sell video games or remotes or anything like that,
Okay.
you can order these for free with your subscription coupon.
Okay.
And these are padded, and they're really good for remotes, video games. But you can get their tape as well. And like Dave said, be conservative. So here's a cardboard thing. Here's what I want to show you.
Because overall, that's an extra $50 in supplies you could be saving yourself a year. Or I'm sorry, every quarter.
So
it's
4 times a year.
Yeah, but still, it's an extra $100. Like you said, if you're buying $2 jeans, now you can go out and buy yourself 50 pairs of jeans.
Well, it's an extra $200. If you have the biggest store, not the Anchor store or whatever.
Okay.
What is the one right below Anchor? That's what we have.
The premium store?
Yeah. You get $50 a quarter to spend.
Okay.
So that's
$200.
$200.
Yeah, I can't do my math.
So that's 200 pairs of jeans. That's another $2,000 in profits.
Sure.
Right? Give or take. Some jeans are only like $8. Some are 20 profit. But look, the cardboard.
See, I didn't know that trick.
Yeah, you could take the sides and fold them in like this.
I didn't know that trick.
And it makes it open up a little bit bigger like a box.
Okay.
And if you're really shoving in something really big, you can take the bottom and fold it in about 1/2 inch and score it really good. Push it in real good. And then do your sides. And it comes out to be like a little box.
Oh,
and you
okay.
can really shove some stuff in there. And then what I do is I always score the top part. I put my jeans in like this, and I put it flat on the desk.
And then
and
flip
I
it over.
this over onto the tape.
Yes.
Almost every time there's going to be a hole here. It's just how these work. So be conservative, like Bill said. You don't need a big old long strip of tape to go across.
It's enough to cover that hole.
So I get 2 small pieces on the corner for the hole. Yep. So these will save you $39 a month if you're only shipping 2 pairs of jeans a day. If you're shipping 5 pairs of jeans a day, I'm going to get a calculator because I'm terrible at math.
Well, the other thing you have to be
5
careful.
pairs of jeans a day, you're saving almost $100 a month by switching from this to this.
And the other thing you need to be careful of, because Dave's away, so I've been doing shipping all this week. I'm not the biggest. But anyway, some of the stuff is in padded flat rate, and if you're sending it in the envelope, make sure you click the envelope and not the padded flat rate. Because I mean, I found I almost did 1 or 2, and it was almost anywhere between a $3 and a $5 mistake that it would have been. Because
and then you have to cancel the
label
label and wait for the refund.
Review before you hit that print. Review what you have the button clicked at, because it does make a difference.
Yeah, and what you can just do is pay attention to the cost. If it's over $8, you know you're on the padded flat. You've got it in correctly.
Yeah, because I think with this it drops it down to like $760 or $720.
$760, yeah.
Somewhere in that area.
$760. The padded flat's $8.30. So even with having to buy the plastic bags, you're still saving conservatively if you're shipping out 2 pairs. I mean, not everyone sells as many jeans as me and you do. We're mostly jean sellers. But it really does add up. And then use your free coupon. I don't know why people don't use it. Are eBay supplies a little cheaper made than other ones? The tape's not as good, but you know what? It's free.
Well, going in, then this will probably take you
snacks.
Yeah. I'm trying to be quiet.
He's eating it. We love those veggie straws. We're both hooked on.
Probably leading into the next segment is you want to make sure if you're doing anything hard goods or needs to go into a box, to make sure your dimensions are right, because I don't do the shipping, Dave does, and there's been quite a few days that I've been whipped with a wet noodle because the measurements were off by an inch or two, and the price is like $6. I mean, I might be exaggerating a little bit there, because I don't know exact numbers, but the dimensions on your boxes, because everybody's going by dimension shipping now. If your dimensions are off, your price could go anywhere from $2 to $10 change. So that's
Yeah.
another thing you need to be careful of.
And then you also mentioned earlier about ordering ahead of time.
Yes.
Always stocked up.
I learned this from my friend Scott. Your boxes, do your box inventory and get yourself a decent order in January, in the beginning of the year, to get you through. And then also make sure around the end of August that you're good to go into the fourth quarter. Even if you have to spend a couple extra dollars and they're left over, now you don't have to put in such a big order in January or whatever. But they're the two most important dates, I think, for supplies.
We check every quarter.
Okay.
So April 1st, but we check everything because, see, the thing is I don't ever want to run out of these.
Okay.
Because if I run out of these, I got to start using these. And then I'm not saving money.
Gotcha.
So the first day, well, the first Monday of every quarter, like if the first April 1st falls on a, when does that fall?
Well, we like with our bubble wrap.
Saturday. So that Monday. We check our bubble wrap. We check our, we even check our free supplies. And I'm going to show you guys where to go to order these too in a second. But check everything. Anything that you're going to be using, check it minimally January and August, but I would say every quarter, because then you can place your order for like your subscription coupon. Sometimes we buy tape, sometimes we buy those envelopes. It's whatever we need.
Sure. Yeah, and with our bubble wrap, we order it in groups of 4. So when we go down to our last, when we're done our third one and getting into the fourth, then Dave will reorder it again, because we can have it within a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but yeah, keep an eye on your supplies for sure.
So, yeah, don't be using cereal boxes.
Don't get
Remember those? Remember when they used to do those days on the internet? People sending stuff in the cereal box.
They still do.
No way.
You know, Jamie Pates gets records all the time in pizza boxes, and we're talking like used Domino's greasy boxes.
Oh,
he's always telling me about it. Ugh. So,
what other supply? Oh, and if you use a Rollo printer, make sure you got enough of your tape too. And
yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, with us, when we start to load the Rollo printer, or the Rollo printer feeds out extra labels, we will take those labels and use them for scrap, and or covering up if we have items and we only have an eBay box that it'll fit in. We'll use the white tape from the Rollo printer to cover up the eBay name.
Mm-hmm.
So just
yeah, and our general rule of thumb is when we use the next to last, when we load the next to last roll in,
okay,
we order more.
Okay.
You can wait till you load your last. It depends on how much you sell. We're volume sellers, so we never want to have our very last roll in the printer, just in case. Because we're volume sellers on 5 platforms, but
not plug in the printer, and I'm sure you have a link for it. But if you want to save some money, go to the Rollo printer, because the initial investment. Sorry?
I'm promoting the one I use.
That's fine. That's fine. Whatever one it is. Please think about spending the money and going out. If it's anywhere from 200 to 250, in the long run, it's going to save you. You will never have to buy ink again. We bought our printer. Oh gosh, it's been a good 2 years. Haven't had to buy ink at all, unless we need personal needs. So that's another way to save yourself some money, because now you have to go out and buy the paper and the ink.
Yeah.
And the tape.
So a thermal printer saves you. You're just buying the rolls.
Yep.
And you can actually, I have a link in the description box. It's an affiliate link. You guys, if you ever use my affiliate links to purchase stuff, it's no cost extra to you. It's just on a couple things. And it helps.
You're freezing. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but we lost you and you're freezing, and I might have to take over here.
Did I just lose the internet?
Oh, there you are. You're back.
Cannot tell.
You're freezing again. Your fingers are crossed.
Are we
There you
okay
go.
now?
You're good. You're good.
It went completely black for a minute, and I said, "Oh my God, did I just lose internet again?" And I just
Yeah,
totally
you're
lost
only
my
off
train of thought.
about 30 seconds. But
Okay,
anyway,
so the affiliate links. You guys, they're no extra cost to you, and it really helps support, what I do here. But I do have a link down below to you can get like on Amazon the generic labels. You don't have to get Rollo or ArcScan or whatever the other big thermal printer brand is. You can get these. And they do spit out one at the beginning, usually one at the end, like Bill said, but save them because you can use them for other things. But yeah, the thermal printer is the biggest way you're ever going to save money. It's a huge investment up front, but you're not paying for paper. You're not paying for printer ink, and you're also not spending money on tape, but the time it takes to print each label and then cut it and then tape it. Oh my God, I would never be able to go back to those days.
I had to do it Monday because all my labels for some reason didn't have the barcode didn't come up. So I had to sit down here and painfully put the printer back on and tape all the labels up. That was not fun.
Oh my gosh.
The old-fashioned one. Real quick, another thing that we save money with is, and it depends on where you source, but look for sale days. Days that things are half price, two for your money type of thing. If you do auctions, pay cash because you get another 2% off of the buyer's fee, 2 to 3%, depending on where the auction house is. If they have like Goodwill and everybody does it, they have the club cards, and then they give away like certain times of the year. They'll give away like Goodwill cash or whatever it is. That's another way to save yourself some money. We basically for 2 years didn't touch a penny in our business account except for expenses. And then we waited to 2 years to build up our capital. And then everybody's different too, but that was just a suggestion the way we did it.
I'm going to jump in real quick and talk about pirate ship.
Okay.
So I know a lot of folks sell on Macari. Their shipping is atrocious. It is phenomenally expensive for the buyers if you use Macari shipping. I know, but it's so convenient. Ooh. What were you going to say?
No, just Macari prices for shipping are outrageous.
Yeah, and every time I tell people, just build it into your cost and do free shipping. It's so inconvenient to use pirate ship. Listen, if saving money is inconvenient for you, I don't know what's wrong with you, because we're going to show you right now how simple and easy it is to use pirate ship. Oh, and real quick, you can, if you have a cash back card, you can link that to your pirate ship to pay for your labels and make a little bit of money. Right? You can also build in a little bit more. So like if I know $7.60 is the base rate for that cardboard mailer, I'm going to build in like $8.50 or $8 to my jeans on Macari. So if they're American Eagles, those typically sell for $10 to $12. I'm going to put mine up for $20 to $25 and make it a little bit extra there because I've built a little bit more into my free shipping price on Macari. Then on Pirate Ship, we have one of our cashback credit cards linked in. So we're getting like 2% or 2.5, I forget, back on every label we buy. So we're making money on top of money by using Pirate Ship. But I'm going to show you how simple it is. I can't show you one of my Macari orders because I don't want to show you any of my customers' private proprietary information. But we're going to pretend that I have a Macari order up, and where they have the address for your customer, you just highlight it. You can right click and copy, or you can Control C on the keyboard. You go to Pirate Ship. You say create a single label. You see this blue paste address? Boom! It fills it all in for you. How hard is that to save some money and make a little extra? Then you got to go down and tell it, you're using a flat rate envelope. I just say £2 for jeans, and you get your rates. Now we have a bad gateway. I don't know what that's about, but normally it will give you your rates. This is
live and it doesn't want to act with you. That's why.
Huh?
You're live and it doesn't want to cooperate.
Yeah, or probably because I used, if you guys didn't see, I used our PO box, which is also our return address saved on pirate ship. So the bad gateway might be saying, why are you trying to mail this to yourself? But that was the only way I could think of to not give away somebody's personal information. But yeah, you just literally copy it into that one box and it fills out the whole form for you. And then you just have to pick what envelope you're using. If it's a poly bag, I just put 12 by 9. That's not what all our poly bags are, but they don't care because it's whatever. Yeah, Mary, I figured.
Your guest has a question for you. Speaking of saving money, do you guys create a budget for your business like you do your personal and give yourself a certain amount of money each month to spend?
No.
No, neither. We tried it, but it didn't work.
Because there's months where we don't source as much, like if it's snowing or ice or cold outside, or if I get a huge load of wholesale in, we don't go out to the thrifts as much. Sometimes we go to the thrifts more. Okay. In the summertime, we'll be doing more
yard sales
and stuff. Yeah. Right. So we have like a basic amount of a death pile, like the size we want. And when we get to that point, we will stop sourcing for a while and just focus on listing more.
That's where we're at.
And so like Wednesdays and Sundays are usually our thrifting days if we go, because Sundays is 99 cents at Goodwill and Wednesdays is our Salvation Army has 2 colors half off and 1.99 cents.
Okay.
But if we get to the point where we have so much inventory, we'll say we're skipping Wednesday, and then the time that we would have used to go out sourcing, we'll use to list extra or take extra pictures.
Okay. Yeah, we
do it based on a budget. It's just how much inventory do we have, and should we chill?
Yeah, we do Tuesday, Wednesday. That's Dave just texted. He said we did that too, but it didn't work. But what we do though is Tuesday, Dave will shop the community aid, and we can get the discount for Senior Citizens Day. And then Wednesday, the Goodwills out here have the color code of the week is like $2.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll go out and do that, and then he sets up a map of where he wants to be. And then auctions, I'll do a Monday, Tuesday. I'll do like 3 auctions a month. Because like all this you see right here,
mm-hmm.
all that has to be listed. Plus I got some out in the garage. So what we've been doing is I will get all that listed before I go to my next auction.
Mm-hmm. And then, well, I also order thread-up boxes and the big Gaylords of Plush. So it just depends. It's more of we have a certain space in the garage set aside for inventory.
Okay.
And when that's full and the trunk is still full, we chill out for a while.
Speaking of trunks, I went to the dump and cleaned out the garage and the storage unit. I opened up the trunk. I had 2 boxes of auction stuff that I didn't even know I had in the trunk.
That's hilarious. Did I tell you about all the new with tags jeans I found? We had a couple of boxes from after we moved that we thought was just like my old bullet journals and stuff.
Uh-huh.
We just set them aside in the garage. We were rearranging the garage, and I opened the boxes to look inside because I'm like, why don't we just put these in the closet or in the office? And I went, Keith, this one is all clothes. And I'm like, Keith, this is silver jeans, new with tags, like 4 pair. And like all these really, and I'm like, oh my God, I remember these. I sourced them with Cheryl in Florida, like last August.
Wow.
Silver jeans, new with tags, sat in my garage.
You want to play on words? We can play on words instead of calling it a death pile. We in our house call it future income pile.
We just call it the inventory.
And then what we've been doing, and I learned this from Scott, is two things. I know we're getting off topic here. Is you want to sell 33% of your cost. How's it go? Whatever item you sell, you want to sell within 90 days for 33% of your to get your cost back.
No,
that makes
not
sense.
with used clothing. That doesn't work.
You don't think so?
No.
Because
No.
we've been
We
flipping.
just did all the research to update our guide for 2023, and the majority of clothing takes 6 to 9 months if it's a okay brand, and it takes longer if not.
Because we've been flipping some jeans within 90 days. We've been flipping some jeans. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
I mean, you're going to. There's brands that have a sell-through rate of 6% that I'll sell overnight if I hit the right person. But I'm here to tell you, and I say it on my videos all the time, we literally update these guides every year. And this year, most of what was yellow, which is medium speed, 3 to 6 months, went red.
Oh, really?
It's oversaturated. There's a lot of clothing sellers now. I'm not
Okay.
saying you get out of it. And I'm not saying you're not going to list American Eagle artist jeans size 4 at the right moment when Betty's looking for those.
True.
But clothing,
prices have dropped.
But there's nothing that's green anymore. Here, let me.
And jean prices have dropped. Jean prices have dropped. I'd probably say at least 40 to 50% than what you were getting a year and a half ago.
You can't sell them that low, though. You can't.
So no, I'm not saying you should. I'm going
to pull this up. I'm going to pull this up and just try to flip through it really quick without giving away free guide to everybody here. Okay. But I want to show you this. So we do the research and we color code this. So I'm going to just scroll down really quick to show you guys the color. Okay. Red is over 9 months. Yellow is 6 to 9 months. And green is going to be 3 months or faster. And you ready?
Oh, wow.
There was some green. You see all the red and the yellow?
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
You see this? There's another green.
Oh, wow.
And we actually sit and do all the research to get these sell-through rates based on eBay and Terapeak. So with hard goods, yes, Scott's correct. With clothing, no, he's not.
Well, I don't think he was. If he was,
and I'll die on that hill.
No, I don't know. If
I'll die on that hill because I did all that research.
No, I'm saying I don't think he was speaking of clothing, but I know he did definitely bring it up in the hard good category.
Yeah, no, I just felt like I needed to clarify that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Used clothing is a whole different monster.
We know that. We just sold a pair of jeans that were listed in 2019.
Mm-hmm. But it's also like a lot of the folks that buy into the don't delist and relist method. If you've got hard goods and you've got unique items, maybe you don't need to. But when you have American Eagle jeans and there's 10,000 other ones listed, it's different. Used clothing is different. And you guys just saw me go through our guide. If you want any of our guides, they're available in the description box down below. We have a jeans and a clothing and a plush. All right, I got to get back on topic real quick. I got a whole
other thing too is haggle your price too. I mean, not in the stores, but if you're at yard sales and stuff, haggle your price. You know. Well,
you can even do it in stores if you
never did it, never tried it.
We have. So not Goodwill or Salvation Army so much, but like if you have like a local thrift, you can go up to the manager and say, do you guys have a bunch of ties in back? Can I buy them all?
Well, in that sense, yes. I see what you're doing in a bulk buy.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we almost did it on a CD. We saw that's when I was in my CD days, which I'm glad I didn't do it. But
okay, so I want to talk about scheduling pickups real quick.
Okay.
Okay. So if you're going to the post office now, if you don't have a reliable postal worker, or if you live in a bad area of town, obviously, if you're going to put the stuff out, it's going to get stolen. You probably can't schedule your pickups from the postal service. But if you live in a decent area and you don't know if you can rely on your postal worker until you know, and here's what I suggest. If you're going to start scheduling your pickups, go outside the next time you see your postal worker and introduce yourself. Like the day Bill was here, David and Bill were here, the day our truck came and the guys were in and out. And I went outside when I saw her, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, hey, are you our postal worker? And it was actually a trainee. And she said, I'm not going to be the one every day, but Sam's down the road. I'll go get her. So then Sam came back and told the movers, can you go get the lady that lives here? And I came out and said, hey, my name is Star. My boyfriend's name is Keith. We're the Hippo Hut, and we will be shipping packages every single day. And I, just basically talked with her and I said, do you want a bulk scan sheet? Do you want us to separate them? How do you want us to set it up for you to be successful? And she brought us the little bins to put our packages in. Mm-hmm. And she has trained and filled in all of her substitutes for her days off to do it exactly the way she does it.
Oh, good.
So the only thing is when you schedule your pickups ahead of time, they want you to pick how many packages and the weight. And that's what I explained to her the day I met her. You have to pick that. And I'm not going to know until the morning what I sold. I can't tell you if I'm going to sell 10 tonight or 5. And she said, well, just pick some arbitrary number and weight. And then just, leave a postie. And I do. Every day I leave her a postie with 7 on the scan sheet, 6 separate or whatever, So... and I leave her water and snacks, and I give her a Christmas present. So, it just helps to kind of grease the wheels, like not bribing her to do her job, but I wanted her to meet me and know me. And
do they leave you a receipt so that it's scanned, or how do you know it's scanned?
You get an email.
You do get an email. Okay.
So I'm going to show you how to set this up. I have a million windows open here. So you're going to, it signed me out. God, that makes me angry. Okay. So you're going to have to register and create an account with the USPS.com. You should have one of these anyway, because this is where you're going to order your free supplies. This is where you get the big boxes to mail Plush in that weigh over a pound. This is where you get your padded flats, your cardboard mailers. This is where you get all your free supplies. So you want to have an account here anyway. All right. So you sign in, you go to send, and you go down to schedule a pickup. And that's going to take you to a page like this. And it'll all be filled in with your information. And then you go down and you say check availability. Chances are your address is okay and it's available. And of course, it roars.
Yeah.
Well, I think I did lose the internet for a second there. I had this all set up with an address from a restaurant.
And I think what happened when you lost your internet, everything went bye-bye.
I had this all set up. All right, so you say check availability. And then you have to tell them if you have a dog. And in case you saw that address, that's the address to Eaton Park. I use the address to Eaton Park. But it'll ask you if there's a dog, and you say no. Or yes, whatever. You tell them where you're going to leave it. Mailbox, porch, front door, back door. You can ask them to knock or ring the bell. And any additional instructions, this is where you can put. It may vary how many packages I have or whatever. Or you can open the gate and come on in, or leave them around the side of the house, whatever, You want them to pick up during regular mail delivery, and then you pick your days. And I usually schedule out the whole 3 months ahead of time. And then I leave myself a note when to do it again.
You do Saturday pickup?
No, I don't ship on Saturdays. I don't really like to work on the weekends. Okay. The great days are days you can't pick. So obviously you can't pick today because they've already come. And then your holidays will be here too, so you can see when those are.
Oh, good.
And it's that simple. And if you just introduce yourself to your person and you're nice to them, I'm not saying there's not some bad ones out there, but you can set it up so that you're not spending the time and the money and all that to go to the post office every day. Thank you. I assume that's Samantha. Thank you, Samantha. It just saves time and money overall. And Bill, you do get the email.
Okay.
And you can usually hear them because they'll be at your door and you can hear their little ding, 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 ding as they're scanning. And then like on days where it's raining, I'll just leave a postie on the door and say, "Hi, Sam, we have the packages inside because of the rain. Can you ring the doorbell?"
There you go.
So it's a really good way to save time and money. But if you have to go to the post office, you have to go to the post office. Just make sure that you know how to print out the bulk scan sheet. That'll save you a million minutes. I can't show you how to do one of those. I've tried to film a tutorial on how to do the bulk scan sheet before, and there's no way to not show my customers' names and addresses when I do it.
Gotcha.
So you just have to kind of finagle through what you do. I can talk you through it. I can't show you though because it'll show everybody. But you go to your Seller Hub, print labels and ship, and at the top there's a button that you can click that checks all your packages at once. There's a shipping drop down. You can say purchase shipping label there, and then it pulls them all up again, and then you click print, and that's where you ask it to generate a scan sheet, and then you can print that. You have to print that on a regular printer though. If you try to print it on your thermal, it doesn't come out right.
Right.
So that's a good question. And that's something I discussed with Sam when we first moved here before I started leaving stuff for her, because it asks you when you set it up, how many and how much weight. I don't know. Like there's nights we sell 20 and there's days we sell 5, and on really shitty days we sell 2, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you until that morning how much I'm going to be shipping. And you can't set it up that morning. You have to set it up at least a day ahead of time. So I put 10 and 10 pounds. And sometimes we have 50 on a Monday, and sometimes we have 5. So as long as you vocalize that to your postal worker, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. The other thing too, it just popped in my brain, is if you guys, what was I going to say? How was I going to do this? Oh yeah, 2 separate accounts if you're doing it as a hobby and want it for money for a trip or something, you want to try and keep whatever purchases come in into a separate account, so you're not using it for your house bills, and then when you want to take that trip, the money's not there. Or if you're doing it as a full-time business, have 2 accounts, one for your business and one for your. And then what we do is we pull out of our business, we pull out our personal money and put it into our personal account, and then we have the 2 separate accounts.
Yeah, so a business account and a personal account, and you can give yourself a paycheck.
Yep. And then that way, gas and all that kind of stuff, you can use it through your, if it's a debit card or whatever, all your expenses come out of that account.
Okay, another thing, I'm going to go down my list real quick and try to get all this in.
Mm-hmm.
Getting rid of frills. I know everybody on Poshmark wants to have cute bags with daisies on them or hippos on them. Or that is the biggest waste of money, in my opinion. You know what you're allowed to ship in on Poshmark?
Yep.
Anything you want. Anything you want. I don't use the cardboard mailers on Poshmark. And why? Because these are free. These are free to order from the USPS, the padded flats. And on Poshmark, the buyer's paying the shipping. So I use the cardboard for Mercari, Grailed, Kitizen. I do free shipping with it built in there. And on eBay, because it saves me money. It saves me 65 cents a package. But on Poshmark, they're paying the shipping. So it doesn't matter if I use a cardboard or a padded flat. But if I use the cardboard, I have to use one of my plastic bags, which is a cost for us. If I use one of these, it's completely free supplies. I'm not spending any money to throw a t-shirt in here and mail it through Poshmark. Plus, you don't have to fight with these as much. They're not as hard to deal with as the cardboard.
Yeah.
But on Poshmark, I don't see any sense in using my plastic bags, my poly bags, or spending any money. I've cut out all the frills. We don't put in thank you cards. We don't do stickers. We don't do tissue paper. We don't do ribbons. I actually have, here, let me put this in here. I'm going to put a link over here for you guys. You can save this and watch it later at your own leisure. It's one of my unpopular reseller opinion videos, but it's all about why I cut out all the frills. I don't do any of that. I'm not spending money on ribbons and tissue paper. If you feel like you need to feel like you're getting a birthday present when you order off of Poshmark, don't order it from me, because you're going to get it inside of here. Because I'm not here to make you feel good about yourself. I'm here to send you what you ordered and give you exactly what you were promised in the listing, and that's it. Yep. There's no sense. I mean, there's people and the time it takes to make it all fancy. I don't have time for that. I'm a volume seller. So I'm not even going to use a polybag, nothing. This I order cost me nothing. Nothing. I'm not, no. I mean, and we've gotten like 3-star reviews on Poshmark. It was so plain. And I'm like, whatever. You know, on Poshmark, if you don't get a 5-star review, no one can see it, right? If they give you less than 5 stars, no one else can see it but you.
Huh. Didn't know that.
I don't really care. If you need me to validate you as a human being and send you bows and ribbons and make you feel good about yourself, I'm not the person you need to be buying from.
Well, now that you're on that kick, what about the people that put all the other stuff in it on top of the pair of jeans?
Don't do that.
Make it all look pretty. Can make it look pretty.
No, don't do that. You don't need to add anything. You don't need thank you cards. You don't need fluff. And here's the other thing too. A lot of people are becoming more sustainable and being more conscious of our environment. If you're using all the tissue paper and all the extras and the ribbons and the thank you cards, that's a lot of waste. That's a lot of paper. And most buyers are going to take all that stuff and just throw it right in the trash anyway.
Oh, real quick, something just popped in my brain. Another way of saving money. If you guys are going through your inventory in store and you had something forever and you're just tired of looking at it, don't want to have it in the building anymore, instead of donating it, take it to an auction. I got a van full of stuff that we just, over the years, were like, why did we buy it? And it's all going to auction next week. You may not get all your money back, but at least get something back of what your cost of good was. Now, like the auction I'm going to, they take anything under $100, they take $20. And anything over,
I just knock it down on eBay.
Okay.
I clearance it out low enough that I'm getting the dollar I put into it back.
Yeah.
And then that increases your activity.
Yeah, and the auction is almost the same thing as the clearance, but we just want it out of the house.
It is the same, but not on eBay. So if you clearance a bunch of stuff on eBay and it all starts moving, the algorithm sees your store as being active, and so your other stuff will start selling more too.
True. That's true.
I have a video on that as well. I guess I should give you the link to that. You guys can save it for later viewing. How to do the loss leaders and clearance items to get more activity. I understand wanting to get it out of the house, but you know that the more you sell, right?
Uh-huh.
The more you sell on eBay, the more activity your store has, the more preferential treatment you get in searches. Yep, and I'm with Dawn, and we ship every day. So if you buy it at 8 in the morning, you're getting it the same day because we ship around 9 or 10. Okay, real quick, I have a couple more things on my list I want to get to. Buy wholesale. That is a whole other video and topic within itself. But if you can buy wholesale, you can get a lot of inventory for very cheap and have a lot of inventory to work on delivered right to your door, real low cost of goods. You don't have to leave to go outsourcing for a while because you have all this stuff to work on. So now you're saving gas money and wear on your car and the time, because going out from thrift store to thrift store to thrift store is time consuming. So if you can buy wholesale and get hundreds of items delivered to your door, that's a couple of weeks worth of work. You're set for a while and you're saving money and time. But that's, a whole video in itself. I will mention American Thrift and ThreadUp. I get a lot of my jeans from ThreadUp. Not all, but a lot. And American Thrift is where Robert and I get the wholesale plush from. Bill already mentioned shop your sales. Pay attention to your thrift stores. Find out what days they have half off, what day they have special $2 day, 99-cent day. If you're a senior citizen, find out what day you get a discount. If you're a college student, figure it out. But figure out when they run their sales and go on those days and plan the whole day. And I've talked about this a million times on this channel. Plan your whole day. Map it out. Do all your errands while you're out and about. Save yourself time and effort. Go to the bins if they don't gross you out. They're so grossed out about them. But they are a very viable place to get.
Bins don't do anything for me anymore now that I discovered auctions. I love me an auction.
Well, now that I've discovered wholesale, it's like.
Yeah. Auctions can. My last auction, I thought I came in with a little bit more than I thought. Let's just say. That budget we talked about?
What budget?
I think I left that back 100 miles back from where I went shopping.
What budget? Oh, and the last thing I have to talk about is how Donovan is going to disagree with me over in the comments, and that's okay. Don't pay for something you can do yourself. If you grow your business so large that you can no longer keep up with the listings or shipping, that's when you need an employee. But don't hire a VA or an employee long before you need one, right?
Yep.
And these Posh VAs that share your closet for you and do all this stuff for you, I can't get on board with that. I can't spend $25 a month when it takes 2 seconds, literally, to share my closet. You guys want to see how long it takes to share a closet in bulk? Why would you pay someone else to do this? Watch.
And the other thing, too, is it's just taking off the bottom line of your profit.
Down here, available items. If you're using actual like old school mouse, you click in the middle button and pull down. And while it's doing this, you could be on your phone sending out offers on Macari, checking your social media. I mean, this doesn't have to be wasted time while you're waiting for it to load in. You could be doing other stuff, right? Oh, look, I had an offer on Macari I won't accept. So I'm going to do that. I mean, it takes a little bit of time. We have almost 2,000 listings, but while it's doing this, I'm hands-free. You see this? If you have a mouse with the middle scrolly button, you literally click it in and pull down on your computer. And then when it's all done loading in,
Dave shares last night's stuff. He shares to our likers, and then we share what we share ours. Wait, how's he do it?
I do this first thing in the morning.
I forget what he does first thing in the morning to wake up Poshmark, and then I'll share the store around 9, and then we share in all the parties. And if we don't have anything in the party, we share to our followers.
Well, I just do this all day. When it's done, I start it over again. And you guys saw how easy that was, and I can be doing other stuff while it's loading in. And I'm not going to pay $25.
No.
So you click the button to bulk share, Mary. And if you have an old school mouse, if you're not using like a notebook or something, this middle button, you push it in and pull it down. And then it starts scrolling down hands free. That was answering that question. Now, if you do it on your phone, you do actually have to sit here and do this.
Yeah. I do. It takes me a minute and a half to share
Well,
2,300 items.
I
And
share to the 10 o'clock party, or it's 10 o'clock Eastern time, our time. I do share to that, but we're usually watching a movie or something at that point. So I'm not even looking. I'm just watching the movie while I'm scrolling down.
And it takes a half to 30 minutes to share our entire store.
Well, it takes a lot longer on the computer. No, Mary, you probably missed that because we were talking. When you go to your store, when you go to your closet,
filter them out.
You click share to followers, go down the left side, you click only available items, you click this button here, and then you see when I push that middle scrolly button in, you see how my mouse turns to a circle right there? You just pull it down.
There you go.
And it takes a little bit longer on the computer to share, but here's the thing. If you want to do it the way I do it, where I just started in the morning and restarted all day long, you kind of want it to go a little bit slower. You only get 10,000 shares a day before they put you in jail and don't let you share anymore. So that's 5 full shares of my closet a day, and I know I want one for 10 o'clock. So I really only should be sharing it 4 times a day. So the fact that it goes a little bit slower is okay because it's taking all day while I'm sitting here working anyway. I'm not going to pay $25 to something else to share that, my closet for me, when I can do it myself. So they have them that are $25 a month, but I just don't pay for what you can do yourself. Mm-hmm. Okay. I pay for List Perfectly because I cannot manage 2,000 listings myself. It would take me hours and headaches to create those spreadsheets. The cross posting List Perfectly is worth the money. It's $2 a day, and it increases our sales by probably $50 a day. So I love it. I pay for MailChimp for the mail subscribers I have that I send out. I send out a weekly newsletter. I send out news about the reselling community. I can't do bulk emails with the graphics and all the cute stuff on my own. I do need a program for that. So I do pay. But I only use the free version of Canva. I only use the free version of InShot to make my reels for Instagram. I don't pay for stuff unless it's absolutely necessary. You know how rich people get rich?
Yeah, by saving their money, buying everything used.
Yeah, I mean, rich people don't, get rich by throwing their money away. You have to keep scrolling down, Lucille. You have to scroll down the page. When you first select, it's only going to have 48. You got to scroll down. All right. Who wants a free month of List Perfectly? Don't look so excited.
I do. See, there I am. And I'm the winner.
Lori Brackemeyer is the winner. Yay! Woohoo! Hey, Lori.
Congratulations.
Yep. Congrats. You won a free month of List Perfectly. Not email. Geez, Star. Send me a private message on Facebook or Instagram with your email address. And then I can get an email sent out to Tiffany, and she will be in touch to get you set up for your free month. All right. Bill.
Yes.
What you doing this weekend?
I have a house of 2 after I've been lonely all week. Dave was down visiting family, so he just walked in about a half hour ago. And then we're doing pizza and probably a movie. And then tomorrow, we have a gala to go to. Gigi's Playhouse. We have a friend of ours that has Down syndrome, and it's an educational building that's out here in Lancaster. So they're having their annual gala tomorrow night. So we'll go to that. And then Sunday, we'll just relax around the house and watch movies or do a little bit of light work if we need to and just chill.
Cool. We're having pizza tonight, too. and we're watching John Wick's one through 3. We're in a marathon. We're going to the theater tomorrow to see John Wick 4.
Okay.
We have seen them before. This isn't like a new to us movies, but we love the John Wick films, and I'm just like, why don't we rewatch them before we go? Like last Friday, we watched the first Shazam because last Saturday we went to the theater to see the new Shazam. So tomorrow we're going to the movie theater and out to Red Robin.
Okay.
Because we love our burgers.
Yep.
And then Sunday we're going to the casino to spin off our free play. We might eat a burger while we're there. It depends if his grandparents are. If his grandparents go to the casino with us, we'll eat dinner there with them and his aunt and uncle. The whole family will go.
Okay.
If they're not going, then we'll just go spin off our free play real quick. We don't spend any of our own money. I know it sounds like we go to the casino a lot, but we just spin off free play. And then we'll go to their house and have dinner with them there.
Oh, nice.
So it's actually a pretty full weekend. This is a big week. Like, we don't usually do that much in one weekend. We're usually more reclusive than that, but we love the John Wick, and I got to see the new one. So, but we're frugal about that too. We go to a matinee.
Yeah, why not? Save the money, especially with the way tickets are nowadays.
Yeah, they're $6. They used to be $5 for a matinee, so that shows you something. $6 a ticket for a matinee, and less people.
Okay.
Like you go to the 10 or 11 a.m. showing, there's like nobody there.
It's always nice that way. So
it feels like spring here. It's raining, but it's warm.
it was damp and chilly today. It's still like 40 degrees here.
I've had a headache for 2 weeks because it keeps raining.
We had some nasty storms running through here last night. I was telling Dave my arthritis in my knees was really bad yesterday. And then I was watching the Dragon movie. I can't remember the name of it. Home of the Dragon? No. It's a spinoff of oh shoot. What the heck's the name of that show? It slipped my mind. Anyway, there were storms and I'm like, oh wow, that's thunder out there. And next thing I go outside and there's thunder and lightning, the wind's
blowing. Us too. And the wind was knocking everything around outside. I could hear like the branches and stuff.
Game of Thrones, that's what it is. It's a spinoff of Game of Thrones.
No, thank you.
Are you not a big fan of them? Okay.
Nope. But yeah, no, I had to actually quit work a little early yesterday. And before dinner, like for an hour and a half, I laid down in a dark room. I took my Imitrex, my Excedrin, because I could feel when that barometric pressure starts, it's like with your arthritis, but it's with my migraines. I can feel it. It's just,
yeah.
Every time it storms, every time. Last week, Keith had a really bad one. He was down for a whole day.
Wow. He gets them too, huh?
Yeah, he gets them too. And we have the same triggers.
Wow.
And allergies, barometric pressure. It was really bad in Florida because it used to rain every day there. So like every day we had a freaking headache.
Wow. Well, you enjoy your weekend, and you never know. One of these days, that free spin's going to give you the nice jackpot.
Well, I won $17 last time.
$17 you didn't have.
I didn't spend any on my own. I bought dinner there, but we eat out once a week anyway, so that's already in the budget. And he won 10 and I won 17, so our dinner was pretty much paid for.
There you go.
Yeah, and
you had fun.
We went a couple weeks ago. He did put in like $10 of his own money, and he was spending 5 cents. He won $300 and some dollars. So
there you go.
That was nice.
There you go.
But it's a way to pass the time. Even if we do go sometimes and we'll put like a 10 or 20 in on top. Not often, but it's hours of entertainment for very cheap, and we don't do much. So anyway,
all right.
Give my people some words of wisdom, Bill.
Words of wisdom. Don't buy anything you don't need. There you go. I don't know.
I wouldn't have my baby Yodas.
No, just be conscious. Just be conscious of how you're spending your money in the business, and if you don't need it, don't buy it. If you got a pile that you got a $300 pile of stuff that needs to be listed, don't go out and spend another 50. There you go.
And save money everywhere you can, because you may think, well, I'm only saving 5 cents, but if you can do that 100 times a day, that's $5, I think. I'm not good at math.
Mm-hmm.
That adds up to $150 a month.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Every cent counts.
Yep. You know, the grocery stores that we used to work for, we got a monthly budget. We had to stay under hourly everything every week. We had to stay under an hourly budget and everything. That's why they put budgets in place.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching us today. If you're here live, I appreciate you joining us and listening in. If you're watching the replay later, thanks so much. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Follow Bill on Instagram. He's Gnome Frog. Subscribe if you haven't. And most importantly, remember, we should be working to live, not living to work. Make sure you take some time off this weekend to do something good for yourself, your friends, your family, your pets, and your loved ones. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much. Bill, thank you for coming on.
Bye. Yep, you're welcome. Anytime.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. See ya.